Hello YouTube, this is TNTOD. I'm going to be commentating on a match that me, Ripped, and Zeus recently did. It's domination on Afghan. So here we go, we've got Zeus rushing through that big bunker right there. Ripped rushing C. You're going to see why in a couple of seconds. Because we get a nice, very pretty spawn trap. Now, we made this up on we made all this break and stuff off the fly, and we get real lucky with it because Ripped wins a crucial gunfight on C, and now he gets the C cap, and look, spawn trapping, yay! Now what we have for the spawn trap is Zeus sitting up right in the big bunker shack, as we say. And I'm just sitting mid-plan watching Little Bunker because that's where they're going to be spawning. And yeah, and then Ripped is just hanging out. Kind of what he should have been doing was getting probably right in somewhere in between where a spot where if I die he can cover for me, and at the same time if Zeus dies he can cover for me. There isn't really a general all-purpose spot for that, but it's what you got to do is the one person who's not spawn trapping in domination, and it's a really tough job. A good spot to probably should have been would probably be like right there where I just was, right by the cockpit of the plane, just outside of it. It's really the only good spot I can think of, and if you have lightweight, you'll get to Zeus' spot where he's more likely to die than me because I've got full cover, and he didn't show me exactly where he was getting set up. He just told me where to set up, and we both get naded because I told him I'm one shot, get ready to cover for me, basically. And big mistake by me calling that out. I wasn't dead yet. I didn't really need the cover. I was just telling him to get ready, but whoops, whatever. Moving on, I noticed I wanted to originally switch back to a Marathon M16, but now they cap C, and that changes everything because now we need offense. Getting something one cap would be good enough, but instead we get a 3 cap. And I generally don't like to hold 3 caps because they can spawn literally just about anywhere. I mean, the general rule is they'll spawn at the last point you cap, but here they somehow spawned at B. Not quite sure of the spawn physics behind that, but they do cap B, and we decide, oh, maybe we can go for the spawn trap again. And it doesn't work out because, once again, the random spawns occur. And another reason not to hold a 3 cap is because you have more points to defend, and it's just all around more work. And like you can see right there, they almost got a 2. They do get a 2 cap for a short while. Actually, I take out the guy on A, and then they have 2 guys capping C. And this nade just almost kills me. Zeus weakens the guy so I can get a kill. It's a 1 for 1. Better than a none for 2 in their favor. Now we had no one at B, so I figured and no one called anything out, so I figured they're probably all rushing B. That's what you should be doing in a game of Dom, is checking where your team isn't, really. It's the best thing to do, really, and kind of the common sense thing to do. And they spawned half wall. Now, remembering the spawns is something that I do, because I'm not a Dom star per se. Like, I do like playing domination. It is a fun game type overall. I just didn't really learn this game like I learned an MLG variant game where I memorized the spawns and all that. Now I'm just doing my job, like looking where my team is not, and we had a good setup until Zeus died. He was just sitting on B somewhere, not sure exactly where, watching half wall, and then Rip somewhere in the middle, kind of roaming, and me watching the cliff side. And now there's a guy capping A, and I switched my Marathon M16 thinking I could take him out pretty fast with the nade, and I'm not sure if I do or don't. Or yeah, I do. Yep, I do. And then I checked, make sure there wasn't a guy rushing down Cliff Hill, or Cave Hill, depending on how you call it out. And we have a 50-point lead, which is pretty good. I mean, the way domination works is you get 1 point for every 5 seconds you hold a point, and you do get 2 points for holding two thingies, obviously. And you'll notice I'm using the M16 over the FAMAS. I mean, it's something I was experimenting with it in this game, but now I prefer it over the FAMAS. Simply because I notice I've gotten more one burst with it than the FAMAS. Alright, here's something pretty interesting. I think that guy probably should have stayed playing. Maybe if he had stopping power, he definitely should have, but lightweight was 50-50, really his personal call. And they had a guy Cliffs, and that guy who was Cliff should have gone for A, because that spot where that dude just was is a good spot to watch over your guy capping A, because it watches over big bunker, it watches over middle, watches over just about everything. But someone can throw a nade on A. Whatever, though, this team probably wasn't a Dom Star team. Remember this team name, I'll have to look it up when I post this video. Hooray for me. Let's see, I spawned big bunker. Now you notice there's no one on B. You always want to look where your team isn't looking. Especially if you're not hearing callouts. If you're not hearing callouts, that means your team's not seeing anyone, no duh. And that odds are the other team is where they're not, no duh, once again. Here we go. Now we've got a fairly good setup. You got Rips just in the back of caves, wreaking havoc, and I'm just set up bunker, big bunker, and then Zeus is just watching B. And what my job set up in here is kind of make sure if Zeus dies, they don't cap B, and just make sure they don't cap A. And it's fairly easy to maintain, I guess. But Zeus dies, then you notice that there's a big hole, there's no one watching A, and right now, you notice I don't need sound to know that they're capping A, because you'll notice that the thing was flashing. Like, when I say thing, I mean the thing over the point. The indicator, I guess would be the proper term. And I kill the kid on A, but now there's another guy capping, and we all spawn B, and we're also losing C. Another reason why I don't like holding a 3 cap. There's more points for them to capture. It's like loading your bases in baseball. I mean, it's risk reward. You can either get a nice triple play or something like that, or the other team can get a nice grand slam. Something like that, really. Now we have a 2 cap. We're not too worried because we have about a 100-point lead, 90 actually. Now that I do my math and look down at the score. And Zeus called out there's all 3 big bunker, and I make the really dumb play of trying to take one of them out. Looking back, I probably should have just tried to seal off big bunker, isolate it. Basically, there's 2 entrances. For those of you who don't know, there's either the back or where I was. I should have just sat right in the front, or the back, technically, try to play it a bit patiently. And it doesn't really matter, because we got a 100-point lead, 90-point lead, excuse me, and not much is going to change off that 90-point lead. Yeah, and I think at this point it is impossible, assuming we maintain 1 point for them to win. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, because that would be, for those of you who don't know, if I didn't explain it already, you get 1 point for every 5 seconds that you hold a point. And let's see, there's 15, there's 60 minutes, there's 60 seconds in a minute. You get a point for every 5, so 5, 6, 12, yeah, that's pretty much game. Assuming we hold 1 point. And if my math is off, please don't blame me, YouTube. And I think I cut this one short in the video editing process. So thanks for watching, YouTube. Hope you learned something. Check out some of the other videos I've posted. Sorry for not posting anything up until now. I've been a bit busy trying to fix one video. I had an unknown error while uploading, and you're probably never going to see it because YouTube, it's YouTube. What can you do? And, so yeah, I hope you learned something. Ooh, nice stick. Danger Close Sleight of Hand, never would have guessed that. And, yeah, thanks for watching.
guy on